wait, before I did that, said I was going to do a little bit of things with his feet. So if you're going to put him in a cake, for example, you want to give him like something stable on his feet to kind of stand on and make him so he doesn't fall back if he's going to get a little top heavy up here, as well as a spike in there. And this is going to be super simple. I'm just going to go down to the bottom here. I'm going to go to BI, grab and insert cylinder. Just go ahead and insert that onto the bottom of his feet here. And from the side, I'm out of perspective mode, but I am still in local symmetry mode. So if I scale these things, they're going to scale across our local axis, which we've talked about. And then I'm just going to kind of flatten these things out with rotate. And I'm holding down shift as I navigate. There we go. I'm just going to kind of push up, just up into his feet there a little bit. Hold down W, and I can actually just tap the top of this thing to find that surface normal and just hold down shift and constrain those right back up. And if I want to make these a little bit bigger, I can go down to the bottom here. And just right now, I inserted them on the bottom of his feet. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick hide point split hidden. Of course, you can just go into your split menu over here and do split on mask points. Alt tap the cylinder, go into polyframe mode, go into solo mode, hit E, tap right on that dot right there, hold down shift with LSIM turned on so it just stays local, and then you can make these as big as you want to. Go out of solo mode. So make them as big as you want to, hit W, hold down shift to make them as thin or as fat as you want to. So that'll give them a little bit of a base. As far as the spikes, you could go BI and you could insert a cone if you wanted to. I think there's a cone in here. If not, we can just make a really quick insert mesh brush. So go to edit mode, hit Control N, grab your simple brush, grab cone 3D, drag it out, make it the cone shape you want. So go to initialize, and then you can do like X size of 50, Y size of 50. We don't need all these divides, so you can just kind of take those down as far as you need to. And you can make that your spike. Or we can just stick with our cylinders here, and we can do a little bit of Z modeler work. So I'm just going to go to the side here, and you're going to see I have a lot of extraneous geometry in here I don't really need. So I'm going to go to geometry, edge loop, and just hit this delete loops, and that'll delete any loops that are under a certain angle threshold. Hold down Control Shift, grab the bottoms of these, hit Control W, Control Shift to bring everything back, and then with our Z modeler brush, I'm going to hover over a face, or you know what, let's do some transpose modeling. Hold down Control Shift, isolate these, Control tap your document to mask what's visible, Control Shift to bring everything back, Control tap to invert your masking here, hit E, tap that center line, hold down Control Shift, and that'll just go ahead and bring in an edge ring. So hold down, now that was with Control Shift. I can keep doing Control Shift and just adding more and more rings, or I can just hold down Shift and grab that end one, and that'll just bring those in. So we're just going to make a quick spike real quick. So I'm just going to make these fairly small, just holding down Shift. And then just this little dot right there, I'm going to Control drag to unmask, Control Shift tap this just bottom part here, Control drag to start masking, hold down spacebar, and I'm just going to mask this point right there, Control tap to invert that mask, hit W, tap that point, hold down Shift, and just pull that straight down, Control drag, Control Shift to bring everything back, and now I've got spikes right out of the bottom of his feet. So when this thing gets 3D printed, he'll be all one piece, and then we can just kind of stuff him right into the cake. If I want to pull these down further, just hold down Control and drag those endpoints. Control tap to invert, W, just drag out from a point, hold down Shift, and then hold down Shift on that middle one, and just keep pulling them down, and that'll be his little cake topper feet.